Actually, y'all, I want to introduce a new segment that I would like to call Storytime. Because so many things happen to me throughout my life that when I reflect on it, I'm like, if that shit was in a book, I'd be sitting there like I would be in it. So I said, you know what? Let me start sharing some of these stories. Now, y'all know I usually have these videos uploaded by Sunday, but some stuff happened this weekend in the earlier part of this week that I had to take a mental break because, well, my wallet came up missing this weekend. And the story I want to tell y'all about is how my wallet came up missing or stolen from out of my own house twice. Okay, now if your wallet comes up missing or stolen from your house once, it usually doesn't happen 2 times. But because I like to break the mold, I've had it happen to me twice. Kind of. Let me tell you about it. So, the first time I was chilling with my cousin who had 2 guys at her house. And one of them was a guy that she was like messing with or whatever, and the other one was his little homeboy who was cute. A little short, light skinned, long hair dude, you know, because back then that's what I liked. I was like, ooh, I love them. I don't know. Pretty boys were my thing. With hair, I loved it. But I wasn't thirsty. Because I was grown, I had a Mari-isms, so I already had a baby, so I wasn't thirsty for this nigga or whatever. So we was chilling, smoking, doing our thing or whatever. And then those 2 decided that they were ready to go to bed. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna go home. You know what I mean? It was nice meeting y'all. Thanks for, you know, sharing drugs, whatever. Gotta go. Homeboy was like, hey, let me go with you. His homeboy, light skin, long hair. Hey, let me go with you. And I was like, no. He was like, you know, if it's we over here doing and shit, I don't want to be over here Friday. I'm vibing with you. I want to share with you some more. Like, what's wrong with you? No. His homeboy and my cousin, yeah. Because they trying to go in there and do the do, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, fuck it. You know, you can't ride with me. I mean, I was like, I guess you can. So he gets in his vehicle and he follows me to my house. Now, I was under the influence at the time. So I was not on my P's and Q's like I should have been. I was smart enough to take my purse that I knew homeboy had seen and take it in my room and put it in my closet up on the top shelf where I felt like it was protected. I was like, yo, I'm about to take a shower and I'm going to bed like the sun coming up. I gotta be fucked up. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I have to get some rest. He was like, all right, you know what I mean? And he was like, you want to shower with you? And I was like, and he was like, you know, I was like, no, I don't. So, you know, just make yourself, you know, comfortable. But, you know, no, I'm good. I get in the shower. By the time I get out, he gone. I wasn't tripping though. I was like, shoo. Because he was getting on my nerves anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have any type of sexual relation with you because you cute. But I don't know you. And just because I'm high, don't mean I'm loose. So, when I found out he was gone, I was like, shit, cool, fine. I would lock my door, went into my room, but something told me, make sure your purse is up there. That little son of a bitch here went up there, grabbed my goddamn purse off the top shelf, and was gone. You hear me? This nigga must immediately jumped up as soon as he heard the shower go on in the bathroom and get the rummaging, trying to figure out where did she hide her purse before I got here. Now this is why that was so terrible. This was a Saturday morning. I had gotten paid the night before. I had just cashed my goddamn check. I had almost $1,000 in cash in that goddamn purse. That's why I hid the purse before his little bitch ass got there, because I didn't trust him. But I didn't know the nigga was actually going to go on a search and a seek and search mission to find my shit. That nigga took all my shit. All my money, my ID, all of my credit cards, my social security card, my daughter's social security card, everything gone. Could not find him, so I'm pissed off. I'm calling my cousin, I'm calling this dude, like, y'all knew this little sticky finger ass nigga was gonna come over here and rob me? Like, I get in the shower and this bitch got my purse. Like, I'm telling him, you better call your homeboy and tell him to bring me my shit back, because I'm telling you, I'm on his ass. Like, the shit was so fucked up that it ended up causing my cousin and the dude she was dealing with to stop dealing with each other, because she was like, listen, I'm not saying that y'all planned this shit, but you know where your boy is. So if you're not going to go get her motherfucking money and bring her shit back over here, you're guilty too, so I can't fuck with you. But I'm telling y'all, that was one time my purse got stolen out of my house with me in it. In the house at the same time. And not at gunpoint. Do you know how fucked up it is for somebody to steal your shit and not even have the audacity to hold you at gunpoint? Like, I mean, it's fucked up. The second time don't really count. But this is what I was thinking. Because it has happened to me before, now I have it in my head where if I'm dealing with somebody and the energy isn't right, I'm hiding my shit. Because it's already happened to me before, and before the nigga even made it to my house, I had bad energy about him, but I let my cousin then pressure me to letting this bitch ass nigga come to my house and stole all my goddamn shit. So I had a feeling when he got here, and this is somebody that I've been dealing with a long time, but we had been apart for a long time, about 6 months, and that's the one I was telling y'all about, that had money that he owed me, had my $80 that he didn't earn for bring my money, right? So he comes, he brings me 50 of the 80 because the other $30 somehow just couldn't quite make it from there to here. But anyway, so when he left, I felt like, let me check my shit. You know what I mean? Just because it's ingrained in me now to check my shit. So I go to my purse and I look in there, my wallet is gone. I go to my dresser, look all over there, wallet ain't there. I look through all my drawers, wallet ain't there. I tear up my whole goddamn room, my wallet is gone. So I get on the phone and I text him, hey, did you take my wallet? He don't respond. Like 30 minutes out. To me, that sounds like your ass is here. So he has 2 phone numbers though. So I said, you know what? Let me text the other one. Did you take my pink wallet? Now I have delivery, of course. So every time motherfucker get and read my shit, I see it. So now this one I seen that it's been delivered already. Still don't get no answer right away, so I'm cool. So I done got on the phone. That's alright, bitch ass nigga. Cause unlike that time, I'm prepared. Cancel this, stop that, resend me this, blah blah blah. By the time I got his message saying, nah, boy, I wouldn't do no shit like that, I had already canceled all cards, ordered new social security code, everything. You hear me? Stop everything, close all accounts, send me new cards. He said he don't got it. I'm like, bitch, I know you ain't. But I wouldn't expect you to tell me, yeah, I got your shit, it was an accident, or like I accidentally put it up. You know, I wouldn't expect for you to say no shit like that. I would expect for you to say no. I was today years old. I was today years old when I found out the truth. So now I'm working with the cash that I have because all of my cards and everything is gone. So I'm talking to my daughter, and we're trying to, we're working out some particulars on some things that we need. So I'm like, okay, well look, here goes $3. You need to go get a bag of ice. She's like, okay, she gets it. She goes in her room. She grabs her purse. She opens her purse. The same wallet that he accuses me of stealing, and felt in my soul that he stole my shit trying to get his money back that he had to give me back, like the 50 or the 80 that he gave me. I was like, this bitch ass nigga was trying to take it back. I didn't say any of these things to him. In fact, I didn't do this video because I said, let me not rush to judgment, let me not jump the gun, because there could be a reasonable excuse for this before I do my video and go bad on his ass. I'm so glad that I had the wherewithal to reserve this video for today, because the real problem, the real reality, and not understand this. I'm not saying it was on purpose or anything like that, but the real wallet deep in my own time. And now I done canceled all my goddamn cards. And then I call those numbers and I'm trying to talk to them to see, can I uncancel the cancel? And I'm hearing the balance on my cards. I'm pissed off because I'm broke right now. And 2 of the cards that I just canceled and got to wait 7 to 10 business days to get hundreds of dollars on it. I'm sitting over here with $50 that I have to make stretch for a whole week and some change, when I have hundreds of dollars on my debit cards that I cannot use because my child forgot that she had my wallet in her pocket. Okay. I'm not gonna talk about it no more, because I'm getting pissed off about it now, because I'm thinking about the number that I heard when I called the motherfucking bank to check the balance. Like, I need that right now. But God's plan, because he might be making this situation happen, because by the time I get those cards, I might have even my money on. So you know what, it's God's plan. Or Mari-isms fucked up, one of the two. But we just gonna call it God's plan. And then I'm going to apologize to the motherfucker who I was accusing of theft in my head. But I'm only gonna apologize in my head because I didn't say it out loud. So okay. So speaking of Mari, I want to get into something that I like to call Mari-isms. What a Mari-ism is some of the things on a daily basis that my daughter says that confirms to me that though she is very book smart, she is also an airhead. She's an airhead. She's a nerd, but she's an airhead. Like, okay, check it out. Check it out. We were watching the reruns of the BET Hip Hop Awards, and you know, the 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne and Sonny with their performance, right? So Mari thought that 2 Chainz was Ty Dolla $ign. She has seen Ty Dolla $ign. In fact, she saw Ty Dolla $ign in that same loop of videos that was playing, because Ty Dolla $ign performed with Janae Aiko and Big Show. And in that video, he had blonde dreads. And he's a little more light skinned. He has a whole different face than 2 Chainz. Also, in the song, while he was rapping, he has something that he frequently says in all of his songs. It's 2 Chainz. He tells you his name in the song. They look nothing. The only thing that they have in common is that they are both tall with dreads. The dreads aren't even the same color. They're not even the same length. In fact, 2 Chainz says his name. 2 Chainz, he says it. And Mari still looked at me and said, is that how I feel? Okay, so y'all might think this is a unique situation. I shouldn't do that all the time. Here's another one. We're all familiar with Outkast, and they're critically acclaimed, Grammy Award-winning albums. Thank God. Right? We were watching Big Boys, Tiny Desk concert, and Stankonia was smooching. You know, the imaginary place that they're from. Where? You know, Stankonia. Mari asked, is Stankonia in California? She got straight there. When she asked, she was straight. She didn't have to smile. And it wasn't even a glimmer of humor. She seriously asked me if Stankonia was in California. So I had to know, Mari, how did you come to that conclusion? And she said, well, I thought those were the initials. She said, well, I thought that was the abbreviation of the city in California. I said, come again? Like, break it down a little bit more for me, so I can understand your logic. She says, well, like, it's Stankonia in California. So I thought that that was just an abbreviation of the city in California with the California together, like Stankonia. Y'all, when I tell y'all right this moment, as I speak, right now, as I speak, that child is standing behind the camera, mouthing to me the logical way that makes sense. She still is defending that bullshit even now, standing behind the camera. She's like, okay, wait. Y'all, these incidents happen on a regular basis. So much so that grade-wise, I'm so confident in my baby going out and tackling the world and being successful. But common sense-wise, I'm afraid that she's going to be murdered by a serial killer. Because she's the kind of person that if they have the right candy, if it was the right candy, she would get in the car. And if they told her they had Wi-Fi too, she could get in the trunk. Y'all, I'm worried because she turned 16. She's so close to being an adult and out on her own. She is not. Look-wise, she got it. But common sense, I wouldn't feel comfortable with her living in California or New York going to college if I wasn't there to hold her hand and cross the street with her at this point. Mari-isms. I have some over y'all next time. Watch. Okay, I know I said we were through with the Mari-isms, but during the brief pause, she explained to me that she was not saying or asking if Stankonia was a city in California. She thought it was the abbreviation of State of California. She just explained that to me as though that is better than the original fuck up. She thought Stankonia was the abbreviation for State of California. And then she just felt like she needed to re-explain it to me. Because no, a lot of people will say, okay, now I can understand it. She really believes that most of you are going to be like, oh, I can see it. Nobody's going to say that. Nobody is going to say, well, I can see where she's coming from. No, but she just explained it to me as though me explaining it the right way to you was going to make you go, well, I can see it. You can see it. But she just felt like she needed to, because I didn't explain it right. Because some of you probably feel the same way. And if you do, leave it in the comments, please. And with your address, so we can send the people from Bellevue to your house. In the comments. Okay, y'all, so on a more serious note, we now know that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have won the president, vice presidencies of the United States. First of all, right, I think we were all sitting back watching with bated breath, like, is this is he going for the is he going to stand up? And then Kamala and Biden came through throwing them bottles. You hear me? Throwing them bottles. So I have a message for Kamala Harris, because I feel like this is a memorable moment in our history. We have the first Afro and to most of American female vice president of the United States. We have the very first black woman in those top 2 spots in this country. We've never had. First of all, we never had a woman vice president. We've never had a black woman vice president. We had a black president though. Shout out to JoAnna's. But Kamala's in a very unique situation right now. She's the first. Which means if anything happens to President Biden, Kamala then becomes our president. So my message to Kamala is this. I really hope and pray that you can handle the pressure that I know that you know you're about to see. And I have faith that you can. I have faith that you can. But I want you to know it's not going to be easy. It's not. Because you're dealing with us and them. We're going to be expecting you to jump in the White House and make miracles. They're going to be expecting you to look out for their best interests. And you are stuck right there in the middle, being a mixed woman in this position. And I do believe that you can handle it. I do. Because I see the fight in you. I see that light in you. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't let anybody put you in a predicament or in a situation to fuck it up, because you're the first. And we want to make sure that you are not the last. So the position that you're in right now, although I do believe that you can handle it, I will say, tread lightly, sister. Be careful. Because they're watching and they are looking for any little fuck up. So they can say, we told you a woman couldn't leave. We got a woman vice president. Look at the bullshit she's on. You know they're just waiting. And they're going to pick you apart because you come from several unique demographics. You come from several minority demographics. And we know what the minority report reads right now. It reads duck and run. Because that's what people are having to do in this country right now, is duck and fucking run. So you have a unique experience. You have a unique perception. And you have a unique opportunity to really do something for us and for you. I hope you can handle it. And I believe that you can. Good luck, sis. Okay, y'all. So, another segment that I'm thinking of introducing is my white conspiracy theories segment. I have a video before y'all. Now, keep in mind, asterisk, disclaimer, parentheses. This is in no way, shape, form, or fashion me saying that any of this is true. And I don't mean to offend if I do, but I don't need to. But some of it is offensive. But when I tell you my theories, I guarantee you, y'all are going to be like, okay, well, she has a point when you look at it like that. Listen, okay, check this out. So I watch a lot of, YouTube, Investigation Discovery, motherfucking Dateline. I be watching it, right? So I watched this one show, and with his dying breath, that means the police and everything pulled up, the man was still alive. With his dying breath, before he went into a coma and then ultimately died, a white man identified the wrong white man as his killer. With his dying breath, he identified the wrong white man as his killer. Which proves all white people look like. Now tell me that's not what it proves. Think about it. With your dying breath, you're like gasping for breath, and the police is like, "Who shot you?" And you say, "Cyclops," and you say Cyclops. Everybody in the hood know who Cyclops is. Cyclops is this bald ass dude that got all these tattoos all over his goddamn face and everything. So everybody knows who Cyclops is. They gonna pick his ass right up. Cyclops in there like, nigga, I did not shoot this dude. I don't know what y'all talking about for real, for real. And they like, ha ha, bitch, you're going down. Cyclops was in jail for a minute before. The real right now is identified. And the real man was identified by his girlfriend. She was like, I've been watching the news for a couple of weeks, and funny thing, you know that guy that y'all have locked up for killing that dude, Cyclops? Yeah, that's not him in the picture. That's actually my boyfriend. A whole nother white man that was bald. Matter of fact, was he bald? Another bald white man. His tattoos weren't even, and he had tattoos all over, but they weren't even the same tattoo. So you telling me with your dying breath, this man misidentifies the person that kills him? How, if that is not definitive proof that all white people look generic as hell. Y'all all look alike, generic as hell. Okay. I'm gonna take it a step further. Now, I believe that the real white people, we've been dealing with alien builder life. Hear me out, check it out. You know how they say, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything is a repeat. Everything has been repeated. It just repeats, right? Resident Evil. Now y'all telling me in Resident Evil, y'all know that part where a girl and that little girl that was supposed to be her daughter was walking through that building, and it was like the meat wrecks of clones just hanging around, floating around. It was a whole bunch of them. They was just generic ass white people. None of them had hair. None of them had any facial features. They were just generic ass people. And then they just added shit onto them to give them various looks to fit various scenarios. These are cool. White people have left our ass down here to deal with Donald Trump and global warming. Okay, that might be a bit far-fetched, but I'm saying. We've seen it. I already got that 10 more years. We did the girl. But when that movie Resident Evil, let's go ahead and crank out some of them buildings and just throw them around so people think there's real white people out here getting white people and getting buildings keep going. They'll never notice that we're going. And for those of you that disagree, they'll use the racist thing to say, okay, y'all, that's all for me today. As usual, I thank y'all for coming and spending time with me. Keep in mind, this is all for shits and giggles and laughs. It's meant to be funny. If there's something that I say that you do not find funny, just give it a few minutes. You'll laugh at the next part. You know what I mean? It's meant to be funny. These are not my real thoughts and views. It is funny things that I sometimes think of that I think other people want to hear because they want to laugh. I hope that you have laughed through this video. But if you're so offended and so pissed off at me, you can leave me a comment. I won't read it, but it feels good to get it out. And until next time, this has been JoAnna's Point of View.